People, how are we? How are we? Liverpool Southampton Carabao Cup action is back, people. Carabao Cup, let's be having it. So, before we start, we're just going to do a little quick dive into the game on Tuesday night. Before we start, though, smash the like and share button. Always road to 500. You know the score, people. And yes, cup action back at Anfield again. 8 o'clock kickoff. Southampton in the Championship. So, regarding the game, people, I can see heavy rotation. I can see the likes of, Mohamed Ashbili playing. Maybe the likes of Gomez, Leone, Curtis Jones will start. Chiesa maybe, Ngamoa, those type of players. Maybe Isak will even start as well to get some minutes or come off the bench. One or the other, definitely. But I can definitely see a heavily rotated team coming up on Tuesday night against Southampton. Anyway, this is not a given, guys, because if we rotate heavily, we are then putting a team together. Never played before together, so they need to kind of understand each other. Obviously, they train together, we know that. But obviously, it's a proper game of football on Tuesday. I think Southampton will obviously field their strongest team out because, of course, Anfield away is a tough game for anyone. So I can see Southampton going for it on Tuesday, definitely. Do I think we should beat them even if we do put out a B or C team? Absolutely, I do. They're not very good, let's be honest. They got slapped yesterday by Hull 3-1. Oh yeah, and by the time this video actually comes out, it'll be tomorrow, which will be Monday. As it's being recorded right now, it's Sunday. Obviously, we got Arsenal City coming up today. I'm going to be doing a watch along for that. But I just thought I'd get my preview out the way first. So yeah, Southampton anyway, people. I can see rotation. I'd like to see rotation as well. Obviously, the likes of Leone, I'd like to see how he gets on. 18-year-old, absolute fucking beast of a centre-half, mate. But we will see why we paid the money for him in the summer. 30 million or something like that, I think it was. Obviously, attracted interest from the likes of the top Italian teams like, Juventus, Inter Milan and all that. Deemed as the next Maldini, by the way. I mean, I don't know how true that is. I've never watched them play, lad, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like one of these type of fans that watches a YouTube compilation of a player that's on for about 5 minutes that only shows their good highlights and then looks at it and goes, oh yeah, he is the guy. That is the guy that will solve all our problems. Not that type of fan, lads. I need to watch them in the flesh for my club if I've never seen them play before to then make my own judgments. Because it's very easy to judge a player off comps, guys, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? But what the comps don't show is the misplaced passes, the bad touches, the mistakes, things like that. But anyway, that's just what I was getting at. But I can't wait to see him play anyway. I can't wait. I think, from what we're hearing, this guy could be a baller. But we'll see anyway. We'll see. Probably see Curtis Jones start, which is fine. Squad rotation and all that, people. This is what we need. Because obviously I don't see us fielding out a very strong team against Southampton, especially, with Palace coming up on, I think it's Saturday at 3 o'clock, which is a very tough game, people. And then obviously Galatasaray on the following Tuesday, I think that is, or is it Wednesday? Let me just double check. Yeah, so Tuesday. Okay, so that's 3 games in 7 days, lads. So yeah, we obviously need to rotate. Mohamed Ashbili, we'll see what he's like in that. The backup to Alisson at the minute. And, obviously we had Kelleher last season who was deemed too good to be a backup. I'd say so anyway. Brentford's probably the right club for him. I wish him all the best as well. But yeah, man, we'll see anyway. We'll see how heavy he rotates, see how much of the youth that he likes to use as well. I'd like to see Ngamoa start though. I really would. From what I've seen from him so far, he's been really impressive. I can't lie. And again, I'm not one of them people that hypes up all the youngsters because I don't really watch the under-21s or the under-18s much, to be honest, people. Maybe I should though. I really should. I need to invest more time into that just to see who's up and coming and all that. But obviously he's been thrown into the team now, not long turned 17 as well. And, from what we're seeing, he's quality, man, on the ball. He's just that, he's making things happen. That goal against Newcastle, Jesus Christ, people, what on earth was that? What a goal. Dummy by Szoboszlai, and he just buries it in the last minute, in the 100th minute or something stupid like that. The composure on that lad at that moment in time, at that game, was incredible. Incredible. So I'd like to see him start on Tuesday. I think he'd give the defenders a hell hell of a battle, to put it that way anyway. But it's exciting times, people. I want to see Trey Leone play as well, who's another guy I rate. I've seen him play for us many times in the first team already, and I like the look of him. Most in pre-season, obviously, but you can't delve too much into pre-season, I guess, because as it's only fitness and sharpness, that's the reasons for it. But I like the look of him, people. Good player right there. So obviously, I want to see him get a run out in the week against Southampton. Now, we played Southampton a couple of times in the past, maybe 7, 8 years, 9 years, something like that, in cup competitions. We had them last season, I believe, 2-1. We won at their ground. Went 2-0 up. Elliott scored that game. Yeah. Anyway, we got past them, and it wasn't an easy game. This is why I don't underestimate anyone, people. Like, I'm not going to sit there and go, we're going to batter them 4-5-0. I just don't see it. I think if we win, it'll be like, maybe a 2-0, a 3-1, something like that. But, as long as we win, people, I don't care, because that's all that matters. You know what I mean? It's all that matters to me. I say it all the time on like literally every preview. Just get me the win and get out of there. Simple as. So obviously, yeah, we played them a few times in recent years. Obviously, in the FA Cup a couple of seasons ago as well, when literally all the kids were out fully. Jaden Dans, Kumas and all that. Everyone was out. All the youngsters were out there, and we won 3-0. We smashed them. I do remember actually the semi-final in Klopp's first full season. We lost 1-0 away. Van Dijk had a blinder. And then we played them at Anfield in the return leg. I was actually at that game as well. I was literally right next to the away fans, like where I was sat in the Annie Road end. The banner, the Standard Chartered banner, was separating me from their fans and the stewards, obviously. And they won that game 1-0 as well, people. And we were awful. Shane Long, of all people, bagging a 90th minute, winner. Well, it wasn't a winner because they were already through anyway, but a goal to seal it. And oh my God, I just looked to the left when he scored that, and it was absolute limbs in the away end. That was mad. I just got off. I was moody after that. I can't lie, moody. But anyway, on to Tuesday's game. I'm going too much into past games here. Yeah, I expect to win, people. I expect heavy rotation. I expect certain players to get their minutes. I'd like to see Isak play. I'd love to see Isak score as well. I don't see him putting a very strong team out, like I've said before, 3 games in 7 days. We've not just done that as well. Obviously, you can see from the game yesterday as well in the derby that, they were a bit jaded a little bit, obviously off that tough game from Atletico. And then we had the game before that, Burnley, which was a very tough game as well. So, we don't make it easy for ourselves particularly, but, we're a very good team, lads. And, it's only a matter of time before we start clicking, and then we look absolutely dangerous. But I'm looking forward to it. I will be live for the game Tuesday night. However, I won't be on till about 8:30 or something like that because I need to drive home. So I might miss some of the first half, but I'll still be there, people. So make sure you tune into that. And appreciate all you that tune into here. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Appreciate all you. Thanks for watching me anyway. Let us know your thoughts and your team news in the comments, what you think will happen. And just let us know, yeah. I'll be interested to see you. Until then, peace out, people. Have a great Sunday, well, a great Monday, because this will be posted on Monday tomorrow. So I'll see you then, people. Peace out.